Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos.
Oye, estamos aquí, episodio, estamos Legendary, papi. Oye, episodio número 38, mi gente, ya tú sabes. Oye, época de Halloween, octubre, ya tú sabes, papi. Época donde salen las cosas a relucir, ya tú sabes. Oye, empezamos full power, hoy venimos con un episodio bien duro, oye.
Sí, algo diferente.
La gente conectándose ahora ya mismo, venimos con algo diferente, saca la juca, papi, ya tú sabes cómo somos. Así que, episodio número 38, mi gente, hoy es un episodio bien diferente, English, speak English, tu papá.
English version 2.0. Así que prepárese que hoy sí vamos a aprender cómo emborracharnos.
Sí, así que, no te lo pierdas. Así que la gente ya mismo conectándose, ya empezó la cosa, papi.
Están ahí activos, hoy vamos, estamos activos. Vamos a aprender cómo hacer unos tragos, vamos a entrevistar a Floyd.
Así que la gente, Floyd, para que la gente vaya empezando un poco a conocer lo que es el episodio de hoy. El episodio de hoy trata de un bartender reconocido ahora mismo que está bien duro en las redes sociales y todo eso, duro.
En
así
Estados Unidos, él es Liquid Chef, se le considera.
Liquid
Chef, ya tú sabes que ha hecho tragos, ha inventado tragos.
Zumba, Big Bang Music, ya tú sabes,
Zumba.
Saludando a la gente de México, Puerto Rico, Estados Unidos, Venezuela y Colombia, que siempre están aquí con la gente de los de la otra Plus. Así que ya tú sabes, venimos aquí, así que episodio.
Saint Petersburg.
La gente de Rusia, la peña de Rusia que está con nosotros también conectándose siempre.
Brasil, Colombia, Canadá.
Venimos con los tragos exóticos, mi gente, así que venimos con un par de cosas aquí.
Eso hace.
Exotiquen, así que también, vamos a hacer unos tragos aquí, prudencia con la gente que toma y todo eso, así que esto es PGR, ¿cómo se dice? ¿PGR o qué? ¿Eso es para niños o para adultos?
Esto es... No, para adultos.
Para adultos, ¿verdad?
Rated R.
No, Rated R, así que ya tú sabes.
Rated R.
El PGR no existe. Así
que oye, rapidito, por ahí, ya tú sabes, tenemos aquí la pizza, Giovanni's Pizza, ahí en la Flower Street de Santa Ana. Así que ahí está el menú, ellos hacen de todo, tienen pizza, hacen torpedo, chuchería, milkshake, cura.
Papi, zumbando fuerte, saludando a la gente también que sigue conectándose con nosotros por Spotify y Apple Podcast y Google Podcast y la gente de Radio Podcast Live que nos puede escuchar por ahí. Este episodio número 38 sale en todas las redes. Y recuérdate, ahí, seguirnos.
La campanita, coño.
Sí,
y YouTube también.
Seguirnos ahí en lo que es las redes de Spotify para que nos escuche lo que es el intro, tú sabes, estés en la movida completa, tú sabes, con los de la Joda Plus. Recordándote también que viene la tienda viene en camino, así que no se te olvide que la tienda viene en camino. Hemos tenido un poquito de desespero, pero no se van a arrepentir, por lo que venimos no es... Ropa.
No está fácil.
No está fácil, así que ya tú sabes.
No está fácil. Tenemos de todo. A ver, sticker, snapback, camisa, chuchería, como dije ahorita.
Sí.
Una cosita nice. Mystery box.
Y a lo que ya mismo, así que a lo que ya mismo, papi, ya mismo se conecta el Rob. Así que ya mismo vamos a estar, el Rob Floyd, ya mismo vamos a estar encendidos con él. Ya mismo venimos con un calendario exótico el 26 de octubre, venimos con alguien que ha hecho de todo tipo de maquillaje, de películas. Allá en Las Vegas también ha tenido un show en Las Vegas. ¿Cómo que se llama el show ese?
El maquillarte bien exótico.
Sí. Así que mi gente, ya ahí mismo estamos ahí con él, así que ya tú sabes.
Ya se conectó. Rob Floyd in the house. We have the request.
Let's go.
El programa se llama Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, Circus Slave, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Para que sepan, mi gente de
Shout
la...
out to protection.
Mi gente latina, yo sí va a estar hablando con Roy en inglés. Vamos. Traductor. Así que ya tú sabes. A Google Traductor for me y for you guys.
All right. The man, the myth, the legend,
What?
Rob Floyd. How you doing? Looking good. Looking good, my man. Yeah. Production. Hold on. Calm down, people.
Okay.
He's only one man, okay? Yes, the day has come, my friend.
I'm happy to be here, gentlemen. This is fun.
Yeah, man. We are so grateful to have you. Thank you for taking time, to be on our podcast. This is going to be very interesting. People can't wait to get drunk, get silly, get happy. But, no drinking and driving, guys.
Yep.
We said it here. All right, Rob.
Yeah.
Man, tell us a little bit about anything.
Oh, no.
Man, you know what I mean?
Be here with y'all. This is such a fun show. I've been really lucky. I've been doing that TV show Bar Rescue now for my 8th year on the show, and it's been great. Taffer's awesome. Screams at so many people. It's so funny. But no, now I'm based out of Nashville, so it's fun being in the middle of the country, and it's a great place. Really enjoy it.
Wow, would you consider it better than LA?
I love them both. They're just so different,
So different.
It's so different. LA was awesome. I was there for a long time. I had great programs, great people, great time there. And then Nashville's so different. It's new. I've only been here for 2 years, but again, I love the people here, and it's been a blast. A great culinary scene.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt I trust that they do love you too, man. Like, come on, man. And especially a liquid chef. Liquid chef. He's rescuing every personal bar in every bar in town.
That's the name.
Right? There you go, guys. So how do you get into bartending? What interested you? What caught your eye into becoming a liquid chef?
Like pretty much everybody, I lied. Somebody didn't show up for work, and they said, "Can somebody else bartend?" I raised my hand. I was like, "I can." Total full of it. And but at the end of it, I knew I loved it. Making people happy, like y'all do. You make people laugh and smile, and that's what I love doing. And I realized that was my core early on. It's making people happy and fun. And then I just got lucky. I worked with some of the greatest chefs in the world and was able to take their sort of techniques from the back to the front, from the back of the kitchen to the front out to with the bar area. So I was really lucky with that.
Wow, that is amazing. That is crazy. How long you been doing this for?
This is almost 30 years now. Almost.
You started 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago you started.
Yeah.
We're not revealing age numbers here, okay?
Yeah.
But you make it look good. You make it look good.
I don't want to say how old are you?
He's 25, people. He's 25.
25.
Wow,
I love it.
Yeah, that's a good number.
But
man, I love the coat too. I love the outfit, the chef coat, man.
Like Barney, purple going on and all that. Hey, am I cutting off y'all? Are we okay?
No, we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Just step back if you need because I know that's good. It could kill your back. You're only like 6'10", so
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tall.
That's insane. What would you consider like
the cool part right now? Ships again. So I do about half the ships in the world as far as their beverage programs and all of that good stuff. So it's been it's been fun to work with them. It's been tough to get through all of this together, but mainly with Princess Cruises and all of that, that's been just awesome. And so it's nice to see everybody getting back to work and sailing and having a good time on the ships.
That is really nice. How can someone like me get into, like, if I'm interested in becoming a liquid chef, like, is it true I have to go to school for that, or, or just get close to a mentor?
Just studying and working in some great programs and work your way up from bar back to bartender to head bartender. Take the time, learn from great people who want to teach. I work with everybody from Gordon Ramsay to Jose Andres, and one thing I know about great chefs is they are excited to teach you. All you have to do is be humble and listen and learn and they're incredible. So I've been really lucky and really blessed, and just, again, being able to absorb it all and to take the lumps from some of those big chefs and be able to bring it to the front of the bar. Same thing with the TV show is with Taffer. Is he's so much further ahead on the show than all of us, knowing exactly what he wants, how he wants to get there. So it's understanding who's leading and who's driving, and really getting in the car and helping out when he can. Sometimes it's just really rolling down the window here and there, but it is it's great working and learning with the best.
That is insane. Was it really hard to create your own thing? Like, once you learned everything that you needed to learn, or you thought you already got everything necessary to move on your own, was it an easy transition to be your own person, create your own style of how you work and how, Man,
that's a great question. So the answer is absolutely no. It was terrible. It was horrible. So I had these ideas. So many of them failed, like ridiculously bad. I was awful. Something turned out terrible. For instance, so I started this thing called Cocktail Theater, right? An interactive cocktail experience. And so I sold it to the SLS, and they're like, okay, great. SLS in 2011 it was. And so they're like, okay, so you have this one Sunday night. You have 20 seats. You got to just sell out about half of them. You'll be fine. I couldn't sell one ticket. It was awful. And not my friends, not my family. So right before they were about to cancel it, I bought every ticket online on my credit card. And then I couldn't get anybody to go. I'm like, guys, please come. Here's a ticket. You can drink for free. Nobody would. It's a Sunday. And so it was hard lumps and all that. And the first one, I bought every ticket. I got 6 people to show up. But in 2019, I had 8,000 live performances in 9 different languages around the world. But it's only because, like, when Jonesy is when you're acting, it's like you have to see the unseen to make it real. And you have to believe in that dream. And sometimes those big failures are the best things, because if you can take them, if you can keep your chin up and you can really get after it, man, you will do great things in this world.
Man, better yourself, man. It's not an easy thing, but you made it work. I mean, look at where you're at now. You know what I mean? You got your own studio. You know what I mean?
The show.
It should be called the Rob Floyd Experience.
No, again, people out here, Heather, get over here. Get over here. This is Heather. She runs the studio out here. Come over and wave to everybody. She makes it happen. She fits in.
Hello.
Let me.
Welcome. Beauty pageant. That is great. That is great. That is
part of the
so
production.
Fun. Part of the production.
Yeah, so
fun.
We have about 17 people in studio working, and it's been great. Great people, and that's what we're doing. We're just trying to grow. We're just trying to really tell wonderful stories on a global scale, usually with beverage. So it's been an adventure, a journey. And as you know, I mean, you're one of the best, Jonesy. Getting a chance to work through time, watching you make people smile, and they're so happy and they can't wait. And it's like having that gift. And what you all do here is making people laugh and forget about it and can't wait to join in. I mean, that's really, the world needs a lot of that right now. And y'all do a wonderful job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I mean, coming from you, and especially, having someone like you around to, guide us and show us what it is, be in the light, which, that's what you're touching it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys, let's get out our shell. Let's make this fun. And everything that you do is always about having fun. And that is something that I've learned and I take away with me, from the experience from being next to you.
Oh, that's
an apprentice.
Really, really kind. Yale does all these crazy studies, and one of them is that says people, they laugh and smile about 17 times a day, but in a great bar, they do it 17 times an hour. And so that's why we go to bars. That's why we go out. And so, it's why we watch a great podcast. We want to smile. We want to be engaged. And so, you always did it when we were together, and y'all are doing it right now. So I love that rule of 17.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, so your talent made it onto TV, if I will. You had shows, Bar Rescue. I mean, what was that, working with NBC, ABC, working with networks? How was that experience? I mean, it must
You
be
know,
crazy.
again, like I was really lucky. At one point, I was an actor, right? I had my own TV series. I was working with James Cameron. I was at Carnegie Hall and daytime shows. And then I was a single dad. And as a single dad, I had to raise 2 kids all of a sudden. So I had to quit acting. So I went into bartending, lying my ass off, like I said earlier. Loved it. And so then I started storytelling through that. So coming back and transitioning to TV was really fun because I had a different perspective, a much more humble perspective. And then I really wanted to reach out and talk to other people out there and to inspire them. And not always about beverage, alcohol, cocktails, and all that, but I'm really lucky to work with Matthew McConaughey right now. And we do a program called Just Keep Living. And that's his program. He and Camilla are amazing people. They put their money where their mouth is, and they make a difference by going to all these schools all over the nation. And they make kids who are challenged or have challenge upbringings, all that, they make them feel great. They make them feel wonderful. And so, again, it's being inspired and seeing these people, how that they take these platforms and really make a difference in other people's lives. And I try to emulate the best I can.
Man, that is amazing. That is inspiring, you know, because it's not always, you know, about self. It's always sharing the experience, passing on to others, and helping when, you know, it's needed, you know, and for free when it comes from the heart. That is something beautiful. That is really touching. Wow, that is amazing. That is crazy. Man. Wow.
And it's working.
Then,
you know, it's working. And Matthew's an insanely amazing person. Camilla, who is just a genius. She runs Women of Today, who I work with a lot. She's brilliant. And so it's just surrounding yourself. You know, Denzel Washington once said that, you know, our life is like hanging out in the barber shop. The more you hang out there, the more often you're going to get a haircut. Yeah, there's a silly way. He was such a failure as a teenager that, you know, he started hanging out with better people and being inspired that way. So, you know, for me, it's just looking for those folks who are good people, want to give back and do great work, and then just kind of aligning yourself the best you can.
And like can you name other celebrities you have worked with as far as bar program? Any?
Sure. So Scott Conant is one of the coolest dudes. So he's been on Chop forever. I mean, like 10 years. And he's an Italian chef who has a whole bunch of different restaurants. He's brilliant. He's fantastic. I did some recently with Guy Fieri, one of the coolest, funniest guys in the world. You would not believe it. He literally will have you in stitches. The problem is about half the things you could never put on TV because of his mouth. But one of the guys ever. He gives back so much. He does everything. He does so much charity, but he is such a funny guy. And he worked his tail off for it, man. There's like literally, he came from nothing. He created an empire, but he never stops. He also enjoys himself very much doing it. So those are like a couple that I really adore because they're really brilliant at what they do. I just did a thing with the NFL. I did it before the season started. I did with the Miami Dolphins, a cocktail theater. And that was hysterical. They were awesome guys. But I'm like 6'4", and I felt like a shrimp. Not only that, I mean, I look small. You know,
now you know the feeling.
I like suck it in my gut. I put out the shake right. And muscles in places most people don't
now
have
you
places.
know our
it's
feeling
hysterical.
every time we stand right next to you. We're like, God, can you donate 2 inches down here, man? Yeah, that is wow. I'm lost for the words. That is insane.
I work with lots of great people, and you know, it's fantastic. I think that, you know, that each and every time I've been able to work with somebody, especially somebody who's been really successful, the thing that I notice is that they're always giving back. You know, they're always giving back. With the McConaughey's group, I always tell the story of the chicken, right? And so when I was young, I was in a Mountain Dew commercial, right? Way back in the days. We were riding on horses. You can look it up on YouTube. You'll laugh your tail off. But as we're there, I met a guy and we became good friends. And he was also working part-time as a chicken, El Pollo Loco sort of chicken, dancing around, using signs and all that on Hollywood Boulevard. And he was just killing it all the time. And I'm like, why are you doing it so hard? He's like, whatever I do is the chicken translates to everything else in my life, especially my acting. And that guy was Brad Pitt. And as I tell kids all, like, you don't get to turn it on and turn it off. It's one way the whole way through. So if you're the best server, that's going to translate into your passion. You just keep going at it. And so he was so inspiring, and I knew him real well growing up and all that. But his work ethic and the work ethic of some of the successful that give back, not all, but is really inspiring.
That is amazing. Wow, you got stories, man. Man, I wish I lived your life a little bit.
And some will have some
great. I mean, I was there actually.
He do everything.
Yeah, he does everything.
Any competition experience and no?
Oh, have you competed in like bartending or?
Too much in the sense of I've been named by different magazines as this, the top of this, or I do judge competitions at times, but I don't do it necessarily down. I do it to work with them to get them better. I want people to be much better than I am. I want you to be your own favorite bartender. I want you to be the guy that wins the next James Beard. I don't want you to think of like, oh, well, I hope I do it as well as Rob. I want to give you the tools that you can turn around and make things incredible. Working with Jose Andres and the team from El Bulli, Ferran Andrea, these guys are geniuses. And they gave me so much tools that I look back and I say, without their just, here's this, do it this way. Without their teaching, I could have never taken off. So I train about 2,000 mixologists around the world right now. I try to make them all the best that they can be. I try to lay it out so that they feel wonderful. Because a lot of my teams are from the Philippines, they're from Russia, they're from China, they're from all over. English isn't their first, and their culture sometimes is very different than ours. So I really try to make sure that I'm as empowering as possible and challenge them to think differently all the time when it comes to beverage.
Wow. That is insane. Wow. And then over 2,000 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we did about 330 million in liquor sales. So not me personally, but through my teams and all that. But it's, again, getting each person to buy in and showing them, hey, a little more in sales. The company does better. You do a lot better. Because at one point I was raising 2 kids, and I knew how much that was when somebody tipped a 20. It meant I was going to be able to afford diapers. It meant that I could afford something decent for everybody to eat. So it's like, you know, the more you give out, the more you, as you're behind that bar, as you're behind the stickers, whatever you're doing, the more you give, the more you can get back, you know. And so it meant a lot when somebody threw a little tip to me or a little extra. And it really changed our lives dramatically.
Wow. Man, that is insane. Yeah, I mean, you made it real, you know what I mean? And to put in perspective, you know, the hustle is real. You know what I mean? And
that's right.
Is super real. That's a good lesson.
Like every day you get up and you go. You go. And you don't even notice the bumps and on the road and all that. You just get back up and you keep going.
So do you have any plans to like either open up a restaurant or bartender school or a liquor chef school or any sort?
Now, we're writing a global program for the ships that each one will have to take my courses. And as they take the courses, they'll be able to pass into the next. And it'll go from basic all the way up to molecular gastronomy. So right now in Nashville, I have a film crew and all that. We're filming team stuff so that they can be really successful. And again, the idea is that they were going to learn this and just become incredible, unbelievable. So that's what I'm really passionate about right now, because I know that, you know, a guy from the Philippines who's leaving his, you know, wife and kids for the next 3 to 6 months to get on a ship to make money bartending. That's a huge deal. And so if I can give him everything he can to be successful, he's going to make a lot more money, and it's going to make a big impact. So I'm not planning on opening anything. At some point I will. But right now is with our groups that we're working with. We're working with one of the research people from Pfizer on different ways of getting CBD out there. And we're working with another really incredible group that we'll announce hopefully in the next week or two, that I think is going to be a huge game changer. So I'm excited about all that, and I'm excited to be able to talk about the one or two things that are coming down the road, hopefully within the next week or two. You know how it is. You're like,
yeah. I know. I'm already like this. Like, say it. Wow, that's amazing. That is crazy. And would we see you again on TV soon, or?
Yeah, so
you don't have to say, but
a bar rescue. So that'll be out. I do the streaming show for Spirits Network, Home Bar Hero, and occasionally I pop in on the Kelly Clarkson show. So that's been great. And then Heather here yells at me a lot and makes me work.
Great assistant. I like that. Yeah, that's her job. That is so awesome. Can she make drinks as well?
She can now. Get over here.
Yeah. Put her under the spotlight.
Like, nope, get over here. Can you now make drinks or not?
I'm better than he is.
Oh! Wow.
Wow. So what are some of the drinks that you like to make, Heather? Like, what is your favorite cocktail, or if you have any, or one that you made up?
Well, my favorite that we worked with a lot with our last season was the Sweet Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even like spicy food or anything until we started like experimenting with peppers, and now I just loved them all the time. So that was it.
I see why the Sweet Revenge. That's a good name. Nice.
Yeah. So when she interviewed for the job, she was great. Never forget that interview. But she didn't know much about, but she was from musical theater. And so she knew what a shit show looked like. And I'm like, oh, you are perfect for this job.
Yeah.
You are perfect.
She was already homegrown, ready for it. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. And how long have you been doing it?
Oh, I've just been here for a year.
Nice. That's good. That's great. And you love it, I guess, because you're still doing it. So yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah.
Dogs around.
I'm a professional. I'm a professional tester.
He's a professional tester, taster,
I'm a professional
drinker.
Drinker.
Yeah.
I have a long time in this position.
Oh my gosh, that is great. And you get to taste your own cocktails when you make them. So, what better deal than that?
I know,
and
right?
make good money while you're at it, while looking good. 360. Amazing. Oh, and then so we noticed John wanted to ask a question about the nitrogen that he saw on your Instagram. Yeah. On the spot.
On the spot. What are your recommendation for the drinks, the LN2? It's really dangerous on the.
So liquid nitrogen. So I got a big thing here. So liquid nitrogen at 329 degrees below zero is it can be dangerous. But if you handle it all right, you're fine. So this is your liquid nitrogen here. You're in a special place when you have it up. But so if it hit your hand like this, you're fine. Not to do at home or anything like that, but you can do this. What you can't, this is kind of fun. What you can't do is you can't drink liquid nitrogen, or because it needs to expand. It needs to go somewhere all the time. So what we use it for in culinary is it freezes something without the use of water. So it makes something icy cold in cocktails. It'll take alcohol and use it as a bonder, and it'll use it as a water would. So it would make it frozen almost, instead of like a crunchy feel you get from a blender, it's almost a sorbet. And so you take one of your favorite cocktails and you'd ice it that way. And the flavor profile is really bright on your palate because it's never seen water. Most drinks are about 40 to 50% water, but with the liquid nitrogen, it becomes really bright. Very fun to work with. You just have to take your time, make sure that you're working with it well, and that you do have to be certified to get it. But once you do, it's definitely a great tool for the bar. Great tool. And for the we use it in our dessert programs as well. So it's not just for the bar.
And is it that complicated to get into that, to be certified to mess with?
It takes a couple days, class or two, and then you're fine with it. The main thing is they want to make sure that you're safe with it at all times.
Yeah, because that looks fancy.
That's fancy. Yeah, it's really dangerous, you know.
Yeah, he's been dying to see the nitrogen, so, you know, I have to throw him under the bus and force him to ask the question.
I never try, never drinking, you know, it's like, for me, it's like, you know.
Yeah, no.
It's different drink.
Eat your cocktail with a spoon.
Nice. And what drinks can you build, I guess? What cocktail you can build with nitrogen?
You can make?
Really, I like to use anything with citrus. Citrus is fantastic because what it does is it eases that flavor profile. If you try to use something that doesn't have citrus, if you look at an old world stirred cocktail, if you took a Manhattan and you froze it, it really doesn't do as well that way because it just still becomes super sharp, and you really need that dilution of water to make it smoother. As Jonesy, I'm sure, knows, it would be like just drinking your Manhattan with just your bourbon rye and sweet vermouth. It's almost like without the water and the chill. So for me, I can do anything from a mojito to a caipirinha to a margarita to a Moscow Mule with liquid nitrogen, freezing it. It is fantastic. Fantastic.
So citrus is key when dealing with nitrogen.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, and so you're thinking of anything New World, 1920s.
Right. Wow. That is crazy. My gosh. I mean, he's dying. He's been dying to taste one, but, we wish we had the nitrogen. We wish. Yeah. Oh. Man, that's crazy. And what is the crazy experience you had so far? Good or bad, whatever, as far as, being a liquid chef, on screen, TV, off screen, like, what are some of the fun times you had?
One was the first time I did the show. I wasn't sure if it was going to be real or staged or any of it, really. So the first episode I ever did was John was doing his normal thing. He was laying into people left and right, and I was getting a little uneasy. The guy in front of us started screaming. The guys in the kitchen started screaming. Somebody yelled he got a knife, and I got the hell out of there. So, but John is fearless. That's why the show is incredible. He never stops. He's just like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like running down the clock at that point, getting the hell out. So that on TV was one of the funniest. So live shows, so, it has thousands of shows now. There were some bumps in the road. I will tell you, at one point in Cocktail Theater, we're sold out in North Carolina. And so we have 150 people there, right? And I'm on the stage, in the center stage and all that. And at the one point, it's a crescendo, like the music's going and everything. I'm like, everybody, join me. Lift your glass and toast and say cheers. And it's completely quiet. And I'm like, cheers. And then from the back, I hear, we don't have the. And I'm like, what? I'm like this. It is like the nightmare. It is that wake up and you're like, I'm on stage naked. Except it's so much worse because so now my walkie won't go because the whole theater where the prep station is. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, everybody say hi to your neighbor. I'll be right back. And I run all the way to the prep station, which is in the theater, and everybody is hammered drunk and nobody's fired any of the drinks. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm yelling at people to get the drinks out. They start to get the drinks out. And I have to run back and saying, they're all coming out. So where are y'all from? Oh my God. And they're like, we're from North Carolina. I'm like, yes, I'm the one from LA at this point. I'm like, so there were so many times where things like that you wouldn't expect happen. You're doing a show and, the batch that you're about to get ready to pour falls all over the floor and there's a TV camera running and you're just looking awful. So as I tell my train is, man, bad things are going to happen. You are just going to have to smile, laugh at yourself, and just go with it. But those two, yeah, realizing that rescue was the real deal and exhausting, and then also realizing, like, you know, what bad can happen and just going with it. Those are two of the big ones.
Wow, that is insane. Yeah, well, like you said earlier, shit show. Just knowing how to, you know, build yourself up. Wow. And now that we touch base about ingredients like liquid nitrogen, what do you think about making cocktails with like CBD? That's been like the talks now, the upcoming thing. What do you think about that? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I love it. I love the idea of drinking healthy. Whether it has alcohol or not. I'm working with one of the guys who is a research scientist with Pfizer. And so we have a new CBD line that we're getting close to launching called Harmony. And I think it's going to be really successful, but it focuses on getting the most amount of CBD for your body to be able to digest and absorb, because most of the time you take it, you only get 20 to 30%. And we're looking at about an 80, 90% for retention, and even being able to break the blood-brain barrier, so you're able to really absorb it in a real health-conscious way. So it's fascinating to work in different ways to make people healthier, because we all want to, you know, feel great and have a great time and smile. We want to feel great the next day. But, you know, there's times like I'm working with Ambiente in Sedona, Arizona, that's about to open. And there we're coming out with a zero-proof cocktail line, because so many people are hiking all day that when they come in, they want to relax for a little bit, feel good, and then they want a cocktail. So it's kind of that bridge to get there.
Wow. Yeah. I can't wait to get. We need first-time testers this way. Los Angeles, California. We'll give you an address so you can ship everything. Wow, that is insane. Great. That is great. Yeah, we can't wait, because that's going to be something new. You know, it's going to be trending, and you're backing it, you're behind it. You know, like that. People have been asking for that for a long time. Like, can you make cocktails with CBD? What if we bring some to the bar? Can you do something? And it's like, well, I'm not the expert yet, but, you know, once, you know, we figure it out scientifically, then break it down, and everything else should be easy. You know, little by little.
Exactly right.
Wow, that is crazy. Well, why don't we, I guess, can you teach us how to make some cocktails? I don't know, a cocktail. Three or five. Yeah, because he's dying for a drink. Yeah,
we ready?
He's dying for a drink. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, I'm drinking water. I drink water. He's dying for a cocktail. Let's get this started.
Right. Well, when you're ready, let's do this. I'm all set up. Heather was great. She's got me all set up out here.
All right. So we're going to bring the camera a little back so that, you know, because right now we're looking 6'2", like our friend Rob here. And then so we're going to move the camera back a little bit. Let me see. Let me tell production, move it back a little more. Because, you know, 6'2" is looking good on me. Yes. All right. Can you see us good? Yeah. Let's see. Bring the mic up. All right.
I love it.
All right. Let's do this. We're ready.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
We're ready. All right. So what are we making today? How are we going to get this party started?
A vampire-style cocktail for Halloween. Have a little spice to it. Have a little shenanigans like that. So we're going to start off. We're going to have blackberries and raspberries in this cocktail. So we have both of these, blackberry and raspberries.
Blackberry and raspberry.
Perfect. And a little jalapeno, or as we have here, serrano peppers.
Serrano pepper, chopped.
Nice.
Everything.
And then, so we're also going to have a little either simple syrup or agave.
We have the simple.
Nice.
Simple syrup.
And then a little lime juice.
Yes, we do have the lime juice, fresh squeeze.
Perfect. Last but not least, if you'd like, you can have a little orange liqueur, whether it's Cointreau, Grand Marnier, but it's not a deal breaker if you don't. But of course, y'all do.
Triple sec. Something. Something. All right. All right.
So this I like to do is that you can use any spirit you'd like. Vodka, rum, gin, tequila, bourbon, whiskey. You are good to go. Mezcal,
Tequila.
whatever. Tequila. Oh, nice. Excellent.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Perfect. Perfect.
Now we're about to get the ice. That's the only thing that we would need. Is in the freezer. So we're gonna have John step in the fridge real quick in the freezer, get us some ice.
I love it.
Leave it out here so it can stay melting because we are in the studio. We're not as fancy as Rob Floyd in Tennessee.
Oh, please. Y'all got the whole setup there. It looks awesome, man. Looks really cool.
I appreciate it. No, we wanted to make it look like yours. That's our come up. That's our like goals. That's goals. Hashtag goals. Like the kids say today. We want to make our studio look like yours. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, we're gonna be rocking and rolling.
That's awesome.
Yeah, ready. All right, here he comes with the ice.
I love it.
All right. Back here. All right, we got some ice.
Cool.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a slice of serrano, our pepper.
Slice of serrano.
Now remember, with spice, with peppers, it's not a taste, it's a sensation. So whenever we eat something spicy like our pepper here, it registers as painful to our palate. Palate says the brain, I have pain here. Your brain releases dopamine, the pleasure for your body that automatically cools and makes it feel better. So when somebody says, I love the taste of spice, they're talking about that sensation of the dopamine being released. It's the natural high your body gets. So we're going to throw that pepper right on in.
Just one.
And get ready to muddle.
Just one?
One or two if you're brave.
Let me.
I love spice.
I love it. I love it. All right. Next up, we're gonna take 3 of our blackberries.
3 blackberries.
1, 2, and 3. Dropping them on in.
Okay.
Right, 3 blackberries. All right.
And then we're gonna throw 4 raspberries in.
4 raspberries. I'm gonna let John get his first 4.
4. So we've got our pepper, we got our blackberries, we got our raspberries, and now we are ready to muddle away. We are now becoming liquid chefs, thanks to y'all, everybody at home who's going to be making this or doing it later. Remember where you learned it from these 2 gentlemen. So let's muddle away.
Show me.
There you go.
Okay.
Right, doing it right. I love it. Perfect. Perfect.
Any move on the bottle?
Oh, yeah.
Throw away.
We're going to do some dancing in a minute. Wait.
All right.
Great day.
All right.
Awesome. All right.
Everything muddled.
Next up, we're going to take our lime juice. We're going to do
Lime
3/4 of an ounce. So if you had a jigger here, we could just measure it out, or Heather can bring us the jigger. Either or. Look at that. Look at that. Now wave.
Oh, thank you, brother.
There you go.
3/4.
Here, 1 each.
So this is my small end here. So I'm going to go almost to the top there.
All right. Almost to the top. So 3/4. Boom.
And then next up, I'm going to do the agave, and I'm going to do 1/2 of an ounce. So here I'm going to just pour it without the jigger.
So we're going to be working with simple syrup. Is the same measurement?
Perfect. Simple syrup, all that little honey syrup, agave syrup, any of it's great.
Okay, put them on.
You like it sweet?
What?
You like it sweet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sweetness. There you go. All right.
Awesome. Now we're going to take our orange liqueur.
Orange liqueur.
just a drop in there, just a splash. 0.25. Look just like that.
That's it, man.
That's it. Just a splash.
Oh, you put more in you.
Oh, he wants to get drunk. That's what it is.
Now, when we finish this, we're all going to hear about Jonesy's amazing Puerto Rican Christmas cocktail that he did. That
yes.
About it. I'm not going to steal your thunder, but I thought about it because I did something similar, and I thought about you and how much you sold the heck out of that. All right, 2 ounces of your favorite spirit. You choose. Tequila.
Right, got the tequila.
101 gin here. I'm going to do 2 ounces.
All right.
Okay. I got it.
Oh, you got it. You sure? Go ahead. 2 ounces.
He's got it.
Not completo.
I think
completo.
I think it's 3, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 more?
No, that's enough.
Coquito, who got that?
Yeah.
Janet knows. Oh, Janet already guessed about your coquito.
Coquito, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you know. All right, so we got that.
Awesome. Next up, we're going to ice this down.
Ice it.
And we're going to do one of my favorite parts. We're all going to shake. When we shake, it seems like dancing. And I think because your program's so awesome, we're going to go corner to corner with this, but we're going to dance together. We're going to
all right.
Got to laugh and smile. So let's laugh and smile. Make everybody knows I'm a terrible dancer, but y'all are good dancers. So,
we do what we can. We get down.
We can put in music, bro.
Please, I've seen Jonesy.
Let me put in music. What kind of music do you want?
Oh, whatever you got. Surprise me.
Oh, music.
Right, John is.
Oh, yes, Coquito is live. I love that, Janet. It's a great drink, and he made an insane one. We put it on the menu there.
Yeah, we did, and it sold a lot. It sold, I think, for Christmas. No, it was in a matter of 1 month. I think I sold nearly 1,000 or a little bit more.
It was crazy. People would come there just for it.
Just for that.
Once we are iced up, gentlemen, once we have that music, tell me, and we're all going to shake for about 15 seconds.
All right.
Oh.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
I can't wait to come over here and dance, too. So I'm going to give her this. Come on, here we go. Ready?
Good.
All right. Here we go. Shake.
Let's go. Shake it.
Woo! Oh, come on, keep going. Just wait.
No quitting, no quitting. Woo!
Woo! Oh, yeah. Dance and shake. I love it. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, dude. Feel good. It felt good shaking. It felt good shaking. Yeah. Yeah, it felt good shaking. It felt good.
All right, let's pop these things.
All right, pop it. Ooh, fancy, fancy.
And there we go.
All right.
So we're almost at that time where we get to drink this. We're going to strain it into our martini glass or a rocks glass with fresh ice, whatever you want to do.
All right. We're going to strain this bad boy.
Strain away.
Ooh. What happened?
And then this is the time where all of you watching at home, when you make this and you're making it for your Halloween parties, you think of where you learned it and these two troublemakers who can dance and have fun with it. Don't one teeth or something silly to throw over the top.
All right. We got the guns right here. Spooky
Nice.
things right here.
bangs are there, baby. Those are awesome.
Oh.
Get it closer, you can get a look at. Man, cheers.
Love it. I love it. Cheers and sip boldly.
Wow. Good. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
We got to get the redhead over here.
Damn.
Go ahead and take it.
Damn.
Yeah. Let us know. You shook it.
I know. I feeling the
Yeah. Real good, huh?
How many peppers did you use?
How much what?
How many peppers did you use?
I used 2 slices.
I used to
Oh,
slice
yeah.
it too.
It was
Yeah,
weak.
you know, we're big boys there. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Shots fired. Shots
I
fired.
started. She didn't like spicy. Now she's like,
Yeah. Wow. Now you discovered something new. You like a lot of spices in your drink. There you go.
I love it. 2 jalapeno is fine. 2 jalapeno is fine.
Wow, folks, and there you have it. Easy drink to make at home. Look at that.
Look at that.
What should we name this? The Rob Special? I don't know.
no. After the show, this is a Halloween
The
drink for
Jota Halloween drink.
Look at that. I drink. I change it like.
Oh, he became a vampire. Oh, that's it.
He became a vampire just like that.
That's it.
That happens when you drink it a lot.
That's when you drink a lot. Wow, that is amazing. That was fun. I like that. Wow, this drink is good, and I don't drink.
I love it.
Boldly.
That's I like it.
Wow, that was
Like it
amazing.
too much.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, let me have a seat.
Sorry for production. It's pregnant. We can drink.
The production, she's pregnant, so she can't drink.
Moment of high.
Hey, she waved high back.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
That is amazing. This is crazy.
Oh.
Like I think we need to recommend everyone to have their own bar kit at home.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
follow Rob Floyd on Instagram. What are your handles? Where we can see you anywhere?
Where are we?
Yeah, Heather, come on.
Yeah, Heather, come on.
I should just stay here.
Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah.
can-
First of all, and then you're gonna say first where we can follow you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
can't
people-
throw under the bus.
Okay.
You worked with us.
It's a little bit complicated. Mine is at Heather_Jethamica. I can have Rob send that to you guys if you
Is
want.
that because you want? I don't know. It's a Mission Impossible to find your name. Plan
Well,
to do a movie about it.
I tried to just do my name, but it was already taken. So
So you have to be fancy with it.
I had to make it fancy. Yeah.
Oh,
was important.
I see. Okay, make it hard for the world to find Heather. That's what you really wanted
Yeah.
to do. We get it.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Understood. All right, and then where we can follow? Where can we follow the one and only Rob Floyd, the tall, blonde, and handsome over here?
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at
Ooh.
Rob Floyd Entertainment.
All right, yeah.
Entertainment.
All right.
All
Give
right.
a round of applause for that. Yeah. That's right, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, guys, you heard it here first on Los de la Jota. Los de la Jota, Los de la J. I love when you said Los de la J in the story, man. That sounded amazing. It sounded really good. Heather, you got to say it too. Los de la Jota or Los de la J. Pick one.
Los de la J.
Oh, yeah. All right.
He has to say that. You have to say La Joda Plus.
You have to say La Joda Plus. That right. La Joda Plus.
Try that
Someone say
again.
it. La Joda Plus.
La. Las.
So, sister. La Joda.
La
It's
Joda.
like saying La Soda, but put a H, which is in Spanish a J.
Yeah.
Joda
La Joda.
Plus.
Plus in English.
That's it. Plus is English.
Yeah.
Plus.
Plus.
So we're saying the fun in a cuss word in Spanish, which is fancy. Plus, basically.
Yeah.
The fun plus. La joda plus.
All right.
There you go. Now she's speaking Spanish too. She's making spicy drinks. Well, she's complaining more than making the drinks, but it's fine. It's okay. We'll deduct that from her check. She's making spicy drinks and having fun and speaking Spanish.
Yep.
Yes. Just another day.
There we go. Another day. A new day. A new day. Wow.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. Wow. I really appreciate it. This is crazy. Yeah, he's going to be drinking mine too. Let me pass this over because I don't.
There you go.
Sean Grant. Everybody give him a wave. Sean Grant.
Woo!
Best
Sean
Florida.
Grant. Wow. Thank you for watching. Sean. Shout out to Sean there. Oh yeah, before I forget. So the cocktail that I created for the one-time special that you mentioned earlier, it's called the Rum Diary. The Rum Diary, based off the movie that Johnny Depp filmed in Puerto Rico, and I happened to be one of the backup dancers for that film. I'm there a good 6 seconds that you can see me, which I'm grateful for, and that inspired me to name the drink the Rum Diary from a traditional cocktail that we make back home, El Coquito.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a coconut nog, if you will, and
Rum.
yeah, with rum, and also I made another version to be able to sell it, behind the bar, which was a better version if you ask me, because I had Rob right there, you know what I mean? There was no Salt Bay before. Rob was the original Salt Bay with
Cinnamon,
sugar and cinnamon on top. Okay.
Yeah.
So we made, as I call it, the remix version. I love saying that. The remix version of the drink, where we broke it down a little more, because the consistency is a little thick, a little rich. And then what we did was all we have to do is just shake it and add a little more rum to it. Add some cinnamon, some mint, raspberries for a little garnish, and it was amazing, delicioso, and sexy.
I want to try that.
Oh yeah. No, then we have to make one and ship it out to you guys. So now you guys
Love that.
Yes. So that is the story behind the Rum Diary. Very it's one of my favorite drinks, and I don't even drink, but also to be able to be working and being inspired by a film that I also got to be in 2007. I don't want to say my age, but it was a while ago. But it was very fun, and I really enjoyed creating that. And Rob inspired a lot of that. You know what I mean? So I thank him. I know he.
Amazing and so crazy. No, it's awesome. And I hope the viewers tonight just get a chance to make this cocktail and come up with their own stories about it.
And on top of that, find Heather.
Yes.
Where's Waldo? Waldo, Carmen Sandiego, Heather. Right after. Wow. Yeah. So
It's an amazing show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, everybody likes any show that has drinks involved that you can make at home. You know what I mean? And we have one of the top, the one and only, the best liquor chef in town, in the country, in the city, wherever you at, Rob Floyd. Thank you so much. It was so, amazing and fun having you on with us. Heather, you too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, a lot of love from Bill. A lot of love. I miss you all out there. But boy, it's just really a pleasure. Really fun being with you.
Yeah, no, I got to take a trip up there.
Yeah.
I've been dying. We were talking about traveling, and I got to go see my man Rob Floyd. We got to make these. Well, he'll be sipping on anything that you make. I'll probably sip a little bit and pass it to him like I usually do.
I told you I'm a professional tester.
We need him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll be up there, Heather. Hopefully you'll be around to do all the work, because we want you to do all the work, because that's how we run. No, I'm joking. see how you feel after all the experiences. Oh man, the shit show as we call it, you know, the end bar. But it's fun. It's a fun shit show to, you know, experience.
Yeah.
So
Yes, it is.
and
Hey Rob, do you have any presentation soon on the, you know, any presentation?
for the
Yeah,
cocktail
for the
theater,
cocktail
if you're
theaters.
presenting anywhere where anybody can follow.
Out right now, we're looking to do some really fun stuff in the beginning of the new year. Just because right now we're just slammed through the holiday season. So, but I'll definitely be doing something fun. I'll make sure that y'all know, whether it's we Zoom it out there like we've done in the past or something. So I will let y'all know so that we can have some fun with it together.
Yes, definitely. Keep us in mind. Yeah, we would
Yeah,
like to join. I know this one wants to, you know, taste some more. So
VIP, like.
and then we'll have Heather
Sit in the front.
slinging cocktails left and right
It's
over
like-
there with a redhead.
Yeah, it's like History Meets Rocky Horror Picture Show, and you drink your way through it.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yes, keep us posted, man. Yeah, man. And again, thank you so much for being on Los de la Jota. This is episode 38, you guys. Wow, come on.
Yeah.
Liquid Chef, Rob Floyd. Everybody give it up. Yeah. Heather. Let's not leave Heather out. Underscore. That's all we got from that. We really thank you guys, and you know it was an honor to have you as a guest on our show. You know, and hopefully we get to work together again soon. This was amazing, like experience, and I enjoyed this to the fullest. And we need to do something. We need to figure out how to get liquid nitrogen here.
Nitrogen.
I know he wants it.
Yeah.
Probably we could do a podcast over there, at your studio.
Yeah.
You got all fancy.
Deal.
We got
all right.
And thank you to the people enjoying to the live too.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody that joined the live. Everybody that came in and learned how to get drunk in a matter of 3 minutes.
And remember, this episode
38.
People listening and Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
It'll be out tomorrow morning on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, also Google Podcasts, YouTube as well, and here on Instagram. But the sound quality on all the podcast channels like Anchor, Spotify, Google, like it sounds way better than what we're hearing now. Yeah. So it sounds like,
effects,
night and day
music,
difference. The effects and everything. Like you sound different and amazing all the time. You know what I mean? But here on Instagram and YouTube, we look good, like our fellow redhead. Cough. Ding. There you go.
There you go.
Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure having y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. That was a great episode. Something different. Very exciting. Now, el Spanish puede volver, porque yo sé que tú estabas loco por hablar en español, en castellano.
Lo que pasa es que no pude hacer la traducción porque si no lo interrumpía, papi. Ya tú sabes cómo es. Me faltaba ya, tú sabes.
Oye, saludito a Alfa que siempre se está trepeando a
Episodio. Lo que pasa es hemos hablado un poco portugués, por eso hemos tenido un poco de problema con hablando. Ya tú sabes.
Y hoy fue algo diferente.
Algo diferente, aunque me tragando los tragos de Jonesy, así que mi gente de Spotify, más o menos lo que se trató un poco, ¿cómo se llama eso? Lo que se trató el episodio de hoy fue un poco de lo que hablamos, fue como hicimos un trago de Halloween con uno de los mejores, no bartender,
Liquid Chef.
Así que ha salido en todo tipo de programas, salió en ABC,
NBC, Bar Rescue, Bar Rescue es el más famoso, él ha salido en otro programa, pero Bar Rescue es por 8 años ya, con esa gente. Así
gente, tienen que intentarlo, oye, para la gente latina o latino,
Latino
gang. Oye, lo que él hizo fue, aquí trajo jalapeño,
serrano,
los cortó, obviamente, no
Rebanada, finito.
los mezclamos con un poco de raspberry,
4.
pusimos, ¿dónde está
Blackberry.
el Blackberry?
3.
Le echamos 3, para que no se vea tan negro, y le echamos limón,
Para que no se vea tan...
para que no se vea tan negro el trago, le echamos raspberry, oscuro, ok. Pues, sorry for my English. Usamos un poquito de orange liqueur para decirle
tú puedes usar Cointreau, Triple Sec,
sí.
Cualquier tipo así, endulzante
de Puerto Rico.
Esto puede ser, esto es agua y azúcar. Esto es, yo diría 70% azúcar y lo demás agua. Y lo diluye y hace syrup.
Exactamente.
Puede ser casi 50 y 50%.
Usamos un poco de tequila, cualquier tequila.
Puede ser tequila,
entre más caro mejor.
Gin, whisky, lo que tú quieras de verdad en tu casa. Esto fue algo para ser creativo, ¿entiendes? Yeah. Y para los gustos de los colores.
Pues, sí, claro que sí. Es algo que también
jugo de lima.
Jugo de lima.
Verde lima, limón amarillo, carajo.
Puerto Rico, y obviamente los hielos porque se traga usted, ya tú sabes.
Lima. Producción, no me mire raro. Lima, yellow lemon.
Puerto Rico lo agarran del palo de limón. Ya está. Oíste. Y para la gente de Spotify y todo eso, es más o menos lo que se trató de su inspiración, cómo empezó todo su trabajo, cómo empezó su show, cómo empezó su trabajo, lo que va a hacer, ¿me entiendes? Sí. Y de todo un poco.
Y él era actor, o sea, él trabajaba en el show, él actuó en el show Sliders. Eso mucha gente no lo sabe, que si tú vienes a ver...
Bueno, me imagino cuando estaba joven, porque cuando estaba joven.
Callado.
Pues está bien.
Sí, eso fue hace como... Lamentablemente... Salió unos episodios y ahora, tú sabes, terminó siendo uno de mis mentores en cuestión de lo que es ser liquid chef, a.k.a. bartending at its finest. Aquí en Los Ángeles.
Exactamente.
Y ahora él está en Tennessee.
Y saludando a la gente de México, saludando a la gente de Colombia, Estados Unidos y Puerto Rico. Yo sé que este episodio fue en inglés. Van a ver el episodio que van a hacer en inglés, obviamente, porque nosotros estamos en Estados Unidos. Y
somos versátiles.
Va a haber el episodio también hablando portugués. Así que también pronto, así que no se lo pierdan. Vamos a tener aquí a un jugador de soccer de Brasil.
Y puede ser un actor o dos.
Estoy esperando que se acabe la temporada para que él me tire. Así que...
saluditos a Texas, la gente de Texas también.
Saludando a la gente de Texas, la gente de Ecuador que nos sigue y todo eso. Pues básicamente vamos a tener un episodio que también va a ser diferente también. Vamos a tratar de, si no lo hacemos aquí, lo vamos a hacer en la kitchen, a un chef profesional. Ella también ha tenido su reconocimiento y todo eso, va a salir en televisión y bla, bla, bla. Vamos a tener un par de cosas, así que vamos a tratar de hacerlo todo diferente. Vamos a tener música como siempre, mi gente. Música y reggaetón no puede faltar en este show, porque si no, no activamos el perreo. Así que...
Perreo for life.
Sí, claro que sí. Así que, mi gente, pues recordando, oye, suscríbete al canal también de YouTube, que estamos en YouTube. Oye, vamos para YouTube, puñetas, a verlo de nuevo, porque imagínate. Y también, oye, quiero mandarle saludos a Héctor, que sacó su nuevo tema de la música mexicana. Así que sacaron su nuevo tema a él, y así que saludando a Rachán, a Cito, que también tiraron Culo y Perico esta semana. Así que recuerda descargarlo, Culo y Perico, y también lo tienen en YouTube, en todas las páginas. Así que mi gente, oye, viene música nueva también de varios artistas que tenemos ahí que han estado en este podcast. Este podcast es número 38.
Número 38, papi.
Oye,
back to back.
También estamos en Facebook. Vamos a hacerle live en Facebook cuando estemos en los 1000 likes. Y nos vamos para Facebook. Así que ya tú sabes. Así que, esto es del norte, seguro que sí. Esto es del norte, que sacó su nuevo tema con Ahí sí lo puedes decir el tema, porque esto es del norte.
Eso así. Y hoy, para culminar, pues hoy fue el episodio 38 de hacer tragos con el Rob Floyd. Lo pueden encontrar a él en Rob Floyd Entertainment. At Rob Floyd Entertainment on Instagram.
Rob tiene su show, también hace su show en los
se
días,
llama
¿verdad?
Cocktail Theater y ahora mismo él se está concentrando en lo que es trabajar en los cruceros. So, él tiene un programa dedicado a eso y se desaparece unos 6 meses, pero en esos 6 meses él está toda la noche presentando un show y de verdad bien espectacular, bien exótico. La gente se pone a lo que John es experto dándole al
professional taster. No cualquier professional taster, you know. Professional. Let me tell you something about the professional tester. I started when they have 18 years old.
Oh, he started when he was 18 years old.
And I drink a lot, everything, you know.
Hey, baby, what are you?
I'm from Puerto Rico, Santurce. Las Pereski, ya tú sabes. Oye, así que mi gente, mira, esto es fácil, lo pueden escuchar por Spotify para que lo hagan, para que escuchen la receta y todo eso. A lo mejor le ponemos la receta abajo del live para que la gente lo escuche y todo, para que la gente lo escuche.
Bueno, sí, lo va a escuchar.
Bueno, para que la gente lo escuche, sí.
Te quedó bien. Y
para que la gente tenga la receta de lo que es, ya me está pegando, pa. Estoy sudando con ese jalapeño que me tiene. Tú me vuelves loco. Entonces, así que mi gente, ya tú sabes, vamos a darle duro al tequila, que ya tú sabes.
Bueno, mi gente, ya tú sabes, estamos aquí la semana que viene, martes, ya tú sabes, a las 5 p.m. hora de California, 8 p.m. hora de Puerto Rico.
Y ya tú sabes que cuando te emborrachas, lo conoces.
Bueno, mi gente, muchas gracias por estar con nosotros.
Gracias, así que recuerda, el otro martes vamos a estar encendidos, así que no te lo pierdas, vamos a estar con un invitado bien especial, así que ya tú sabes, sigue la promoción, sigue Spotify y Apple Podcast y todo aquí. Oye, recuérdate, mi gente, dale like aquí, dale
follow,
share,
dale campanita, subscribe, you know what I mean, everywhere, Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, TikTok, Apple Podcast. Ya tú sabes, and we are out.